everybody, my name is Victoria and this is an episode that is called Is It Worth It? Where I find recipes, I make them, I review them, and then I see if it's worth your time and money. This episode on Cook Toreo, I am making something that has blown up at least my social media. And actually ketchup has been blowing up my social media in general. There was ketchup ice cream and now it's this ketchup and mustard cake. Yes, I am making this for you guys today to review it and see if it's worth your time and money. I'm going to be showing you guys the cake ingredients first, and then while the cake is baking, I will move on to showing you guys the recipe for, or the ingredients for that yellow mustard icing. So for these ingredients, this is just partial, and then I'm going to move on to the next ingredients that is within the cake. This is just the first set of it, believe it or not. There are a lot to the cake. There is a lot of ingredients for this cake. 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, full teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ginger, 2 eggs, 2.5 cups of, this is light brown sugar, half a cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of red food dye, half a cup of water, 1.5 cups softened butter. Also the brown sugar was actually 1.5 cup of brown sugar. That was my apologies, not 2.5 cups, but 1.5 cups of brown sugar. If anybody wants to see the ingredients list for this cake, I will write it in the description below. But let's get started on making this, see if it's gonna be worth it. 1.5 cups. I can't stress that enough. I'm really sorry for misinforming you that, but it's 1.5 cups. I think I said 2.5 cups, so it's 1.5 cups. This is 2 9-inch pans, difference in depth, but I'm gonna be measuring them out evenly. I'm gonna smear it with some butter on the inside. That should prevent it from sticking. So we're moving on to the buttercream frosting, that nice yellow mustard. 2 cups of softened butter. This is salted softened butter. I have a 1.5 cup of mustard, and we're also going to be adding yellow dye to it as well to give it more of a yellow looking kind of thing. So as the cake is actually baking, we are going to start on this. So let's get started. The cake is cooling. While the cake is cooling, we're just setting that beautiful yellow mustard buttercream to the side for now. You don't want to put, the one thing you have to remember, especially when it comes to decorating, is that you don't want to put especially buttercream on a warm cake. What happens is that, butter on hot surface melts, it doesn't stick. So you have to wait until the cake is fully cooled before adding that buttercream. Just adding a little fun tip for you guys. We're gonna wait for that to cool down a little bit, and then we will start the decoration part. anticipating for this cake all day. Believe it or not, the mustard buttercream does not smell good at all, but when the cake was baking, it actually smelled really good. I think it's because of the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the ginger and all those spices that they put it within the cake. It made the kitchen actually smell really good. I don't know about the mustard icing so much. I really have seen a lot of controversy on this cake, and yeah, I got a little fork pull right there. Let's see if this is worth it. Guys, I'm not joking. This is not bad. The cake itself is really tasty and moist, and it's a little bit on the sweet side, but with the tart of that yellow mustard icing, it really, I'm actually surprised, blown away. Like, if I were to just taste the icing, which the powdered sugar kind of calmed down that yellow mustard tartness, but with the cake and the icing put together, it's a weird but satisfying thing. Would I eat this all the time? Probably not. It's a weird satisfaction because, like I said, the yellow mustard is tart, but the cake is actually very delicious. Let's see if I could just get like a taste of the cake. I don't taste that ketchup at all. It's actually a very tasty cake. The cake in the middle is very, very, very tasty. I'm not joking. Like, I could taste the nutmeg, I could taste the cinnamon, I could taste the ginger, I could taste all the components to the cake, and it's very moist, very good. I'm very surprised at my reaction about this cake. I have followed the whole entire recipe. I didn't change anything. I followed the whole thing, and it's not that bad. I think, honestly, I would serve this at a Halloween party. I'm not joking. Just to like freak people out, like, hey guys, do you want to try my ketchup and mustard cake? I don't know if this is for everybody. I don't think this is for everybody. As far as I go, this isn't too bad. The only thing I would change is to add no colored dye to it. It's not that good for you. I understand it's for presentation. If I were to do colored things, I would use more like beet powder or something like that. But again, I'm following by the recipe, and the recipe didn't call for beet powder, it called for food color. That is actually gonna be it for me for today. This was the ketchup and mustard cake. This was my review on it. Just because, you know, I say it wasn't too bad doesn't mean that other people are gonna agree with me. It's just an opinion. My taste buds think it weirdly works, and I would put this at a Halloween party just to see what people's reactions would be at it, and just because how weird it sounds and stuff, I could see this being at a Halloween party for some reason. If you guys also want to try this out, this costed me between $30 and $35. You want to try it and see if it's also worth it. I think it's kind of worth it. I don't know if I would make this as like a daily thing to eat, special occasion sort of thing, like I said, like Halloween, or like just for like maybe like a weird 4th of July thing, you know, because people do a lot of cookouts for the 4th of July. Also, don't forget to check out my Awkward Victoria channel, link to that. Nobody cares about you either. If you yourself, God, see, you made me lose my train of thought. Also, don't forget to check out my channel, Awkward Victoria. That is my primary channel. The link to that will be in the description below. Don't forget to also subscribe to this channel if you like what you see. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you also like this video. Comment down below if you've ever tried something as weird as this. You guys have a beautiful rest of the day, and I will see you guys in the next cook video. Bye!